MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 of the National League Division Series between the LA Dodgers and the Philadelphia Phillies. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, because this is a 5-game series, this is an elimination game. I think that any time a team's season is on the line, they have to play like it. I think they'll be really aggressive and try to force the other team into some mistakes. If they play well, all of a sudden this series is all tied up, and we'll have a Game 5 to look forward to.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2021 Philadelphia Phillies.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Dero, what's your take on this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not. So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Leading off tonight for the Dodgers, shortstop, Cody Seager.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Yanked fouled off to the right. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Well, looks like they were determined to be aggressive early, and it almost results in a home run in the first at-bat of the game, but he'll settle for a double and hope the number 2 man can pick him up.
First pitch on its way. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Kipnis has collected just over 150 home runs in his big league days. The 1-0. is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
Dero, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
And the throw by Castro takes care of him for the first out.
The right fielder, number 66.
Next for the Dodgers, Yasiel Puig. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sharp ground ball to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the run will score as the Dodgers grab the early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, Dero. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In the dirt here. And no advance. It's ball one. Throw over to first. Throw is up the line as it gets away.
I think this one all comes down to poor footwork. The runner really didn't have that big of a lead by any means, so he was probably just simply throwing over there. It looks pretty easy, right? But when you're spinning to make that throw like that, this one just gets away from him, something he might need to work on before his next outing.
The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, one run feels like 3 or 4.
Now the 2-0 is swung on and missed, strike one.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
Now the 2-1. Hit out towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Oh, but the feet of the second baseman is a wild one. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down, and he looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Pham has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting second, third baseman, number 13.
First delivery to him on the way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Bellinger stands at second with 2 gone. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
You always want to spot your pitcher run or two early on, so he has a little bit of wiggle room, but that double, they're up 3-0 and absolutely cruising.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Myers going back on the warning track. He makes the catch. So 3 runs on 4 hits here. 1 Philly error and 1 man left on. 1. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Phillies coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Well, Matt, I'm looking for someone to step up right now. Down 3 runs, someone's going to have to hit a gapper with runners in scoring position. It all starts with the leadoff guy. Find a way to execute and get himself on base. See if they can get a rally started and get back in this.
Felix Hernandez is on the mound, and he'll look to wrap up this division series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, lots of pressure, Matty, when you're going for a career milestone. Sitting on 199 wins, this guy would like nothing more to pick up career win number 200 in this one here today. So I'm sure he's got a lot on his mind, but the first thing he needs to do is concentrate and get out of that first inning.
Into the box now, J.P. Crawford. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Hernandez gets the sign. First pitch on the way. There's a strike.
0-1.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Phillies shortstop in front in the count, 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And that misses ball 4. So that's just what you hope for here in the first. Base runners as you try to claw back into this one.
Batting second, second baseman, Carlin Castro.
He's set and the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Now the 1-0. There's a fastball that misses.
I feel like when you're facing a two-pitch mix like this, sink or changeup, as an offense, the game plan has to be the fact that you have to get something elevated. You know he's not going to beat you with velocity, so it's going to come down to who executes better.
The 2-0. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is one pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
Check by Hernandez. The pitch. Now a swing on 3-1, but this is chopped foul right around home plate, and the count will go full to 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Popped up. Kipnis is there. 1 away.
Batting third, right fielder, Will Myers.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Runners on first with 1 down. Here's one that misses now to the Philly right fielder. It's 2 balls and a strike. Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
Who thought he had ball 4, but instead it's strike 2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. There's one on to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Batting fourth, center fielder.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Tommy Pham. The head-to-head history with King Felix. He's just 1 for 13. He's set. Here it comes. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Runners going. In there. Now the throw. And it skips.
Outs and a good hitter at the plate. It's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
Hernandez readies the 1-1. And that misses. 2-1. Myers at second with 2 down. lifted in the air toward the line and right. On the move is Puig. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Phillies strand one. They trail in this one 3-0. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Felix Hernandez. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's the sinker to start him out, missing down and away for ball one. Now the 1-0 is a slider taken for a ball.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting a take sign on right here.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one. Popped him up. Santana over to his left. One down.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Andrew Story.
Here's the first pitch to him. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. And he misses low with it, 2-0. Too tight with that one, 3-0.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
3-1.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Swung on and missed, 3-2. One out, nobody on. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. And with 2 gone, let's take a look at our playoff bracket. And with this, of course, being a potential elimination game, will we punch a ticket tonight for that coveted spot in the NLCS? Here's Corey Seager. First delivery to him on the way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. Heavy sinker just stayed inside.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
This is line to left. Hoskins is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Phillies nothing. So now Carlos Santana.
Leading off for the Phillies.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Hernandez looks in. Here's the 0-1. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Batting 6th, left fielder, Hoskins.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
The 0-1 delivery. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Here's Hernandez now on 0-2. And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
I think he's shown you right there. He was trying to put you away with the off-speed pitch. Have to be leery of that right there and take pull side away. That'll keep you on all stuff, fastballs and the off-speed.
Hard on the ground towards short. Throw to first to be in time, and Hernandez looking good here with 2 away.
Batting 7th, third baseman, Michael Bronco.
First offering on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. The head-to-head history with King Felix. He's a 300 hitter, 3 for 10. He's taken him deep once. And that misses. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. The 1-2. Weak chopper up the line. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So a strong inning there for Felix Hernandez as he holds on to a 3-0 lead. Now at the plate, Jason Kipnis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. The 1-1. Misses off the plate. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. On deck, the man they've all come to see, Yasiel Puig, waiting next. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. The 3-2 pitch. And another foul ball. The next 3-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Pham on the move, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
In now is Yasiel Puig as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. set. Here's the 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
And the 2-1. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
First delivery to him on the way. A tough sinker on the inside corner.
From a hitter's perspective, you knock the donut off your bat knowing 2 things. This pitcher is out on the mound looking for a strikeout or a double play, so you better set your sights at least belt high.
One and one to the Dodgers first baseman, Bellinger. An imposing left-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He was a 4th-round selection back in the draft of 2013.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field, and it's gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his 2nd home run of the series. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Hit hard on the ground is short. And finally, there's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 13.
Stepping up now, number 13. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Hit out towards second. Castro's got it in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Austin Barnes.
Next up for Los Angeles, Austin Barnes. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch coming. Here it is. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 3 runs already home here. Got him swinging in the dirt. Realmuto finds it, and that ends the inning. But the Dodgers strike for 3, all courtesy of the 3-run home run. We play 2.5. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Phillies nothing. Coming to the plate now, JT Realmuto. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
The windup and the 0-1. Ball 1. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
The 3-1 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. After it is Verdugo, 1 out. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jake Arrieta.
Jake Arrieta.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just below the knees. Ball 1. Now the 1-0. It's the outside corner, strike 1. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Skied into straightaway right. Puig's got a read on it. 2 down.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. The 1-2. Pitch popped up. Hernandez is under it, and that retires the side. Phillies down in order. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Ready now, Felix Hernandez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
In there for strike one, 0-1.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
0-1, here's the pitch. Missed with a slider. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first in time, one gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, center fielder, Andrew.
Now at the plate, Andrew Coles. First time up, he went down looking. First pitch on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Two balls and no strikes. The count to the Dodgers center fielder.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Corey Seager is on deck. Now the pitch. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, as a pitcher, you never want to hit a guy, but he's been struggling early, and the hitter.
Corey Seager.
Here comes Ned Yost up out of the dugout and on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Nick Pivetta answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from the starter. Here's Corey Seager, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Pivetta is exactly what you want out of a bullpen arm. It's a rare occasion that anyone squares him up. He doesn't give up a lot of hits, and when he does, they're almost always kept in the yard.
Matty V, there are two keys to being a good relief pitcher, and always remember these. One, limit the base on balls. Two, keep the ball in the ballpark. You can't defend a walk, and you can't defend a round tripper, and he does both.
Popped him up. Santana in foul ground. Two gone.
Second baseman, number 23.
So the runner at first here with two gone in the inning. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. First offering on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now a throw over to first. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time, as he's picked off to end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Dodgers out in front, 6-0. So stepping in, Starlin Castro.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Now Hernandez will get back to work here as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Hit hard on the ground at first, and the Phillies are into the hit column.
The right fielder, number 4, Will Myers.
So digging in now, Will Myers reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Here's the first pitch to him. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike 1. Oh and 1, here it comes. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. A 1-2 count to Will Myers.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Castro on at first, nobody out. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Hernandez comes set. 2-2 on its way home. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Castro rounds third and is digging for the plate. And a relay home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Into the box, Tommy Pham, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Comes set, and the 0-1. A little bouncer that winds up foul for the second strike. 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Swing and a liner. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. Long throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
And that's a base hit right there on a hanging 2-strike changeup.
That's one we like to call a hanger right there. You see it high, you let it fly. Nice job by the offensive player.
Here's Carlos Santana now, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. The 1-0. Pham's off and running. Pitch outside. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
You might say that steal is on the catcher because the pitcher was so quick to the plate with his delivery, but I think the credit has to go to the base runner. Great jump, and he really showed off his speed there.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Nope. 3-0. Maikel Franco waits on deck. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Riding in once again, Maikel Franco. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Has a look. Now the pitch. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. 2-2. Now a drive by Franco. Deep left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. Pham is on his way home. And he's safe at the plate as they now trail by only 3.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side. To send him and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
In now, JT Realmuto as it's grounded sharply to first. To second for 1. Back to first, but it's right over his head. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Nick Pivetta. Runner in scoring position with Seager. Oscar Hernandez will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. swing and a line drive. Foul. Next pitch for Felix will be number 75 in the ball game. And he misses with it, 1-1.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
4 runs here in this half inning. And there's ball 2 now. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Set. Here's the 3-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Again, he sends it out of play. The next 3-2. And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging? Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there. The 0-1 delivery. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Here's Hernandez now on 0-2. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Yeah, there's no question that this one got away from him. He was cruising, had him down 0-2 with 2 outs, and he's going to be pretty unhappy with that. You never want to give an offense new life in an inning.
Here's Starlin Castro as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ready with the 0-1. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Realmuto on third. Hernandez at second. Crawford on at first with 2 down. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. So they strike for 4 runs in the inning, but are denied a chance to really do damage as they leave the bases loaded. We played 4 this one, 6-4. Sanchez. A right-hander standing 6 foot even will take over the pitching duties here. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. And it was quite a turn of events we witnessed in the last half. A lot of runs put up on the board, and we've got a very close game on our hands now. First offering on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, that's back-to-back off-speed pitches, and he wasn't biting on either. Now let's see if he goes back to the hard stuff or gives the softer stuff another shot.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Now the payoff pitch home. Grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2.
If you're going to get a swing on a fastball that far in off the plate, I think you got to go right back in there or bounce something soft down in the way.
The next 3-2. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
The right fielder, number 66.
In now is Yasiel Puig. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Up around the face. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here.
And I think that's the case of the pitcher being a little too preoccupied with the speed at first. He lost focus on making the pitch and throws an absolute scud. The irony, of course, is the runner's now on second, and he didn't even have to steal.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. 6 runs, 7 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for the Dodgers to this point. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ballgame. And boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now.
comes set. Now the pitch. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Three and 0 now. Alex Verdugo is on deck. Here it is, the 3-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
This is where if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
Digging in once again, Alex Verdugo. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch on its way. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. The second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Great job of hustle there by the base runner. That looked like an easy inning-ending double play. Now runners at first and third with 2 outs.
Standing in now, number 13, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. A ball and a strike.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there, but don't kid yourself, that's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
Now a move over to first. Runners back. In there at the letters, 1 and 2 now.
1 and 2.
Popped him up. Realmuto over to his right. And that retires the side. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more of Game 4 on MLB Network right after this. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Will Myers is set to lead things off.
Myers.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Hernandez is ready. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Aye.
1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike, 1 and 2. This is line to left. Verdugo is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Stepping in now, Pham. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Fouled away. The next 0-2. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Bases are empty, one man out. That misses. 1-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Ball 2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
The 2-2. And a breaking ball stays outside. And here in just the 5th inning, this will be pitch number 100 here.
Boy, pitch count up near 100 right now, D-Row. And this is when you try to get to a good starting pitcher. Right now, looks like he's running on fumes.
Yeah, the manager's got to get a couple people up in the bullpen right now. One ball hits the gap. They get runners in scoring position. This game could be out of commission. You don't see too many guys at this level be late on off-speed pitches right there. That tells me he was totally sitting on something else or was going automatic tape.
Bellinger moving to his left. 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 41, Carlos Santana.
Striding into the box, Carlos Santana. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And he just misses with a curveball.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
Santana in front with a 2-0 count.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
2 out, nobody on. A tough sinker on the inside corner. Hits this one hard the other way. Oh, way to get dirty. Wow. They call it the hot corner for a reason. And this is a beauty to take us to break. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. That'll bring in Austin Barnes. He was sat down on strikes in
Catcher, Austin Barnes.
Vince Velasquez takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 29, Vince Velasquez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball 1. Velasquez A right-hander standing 6'3". He was taken in the second round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And the slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point right
now. The 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
Well, that's ball 3. The Dodgers right now would love to start this inning off with a walk anyway to get this leadoff guy on.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So the Dodgers get their leadoff hitter on base to kick off the inning.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Juan Lagares is into the on-deck circle as it appears he will bat for Felix Hernandez here. In there, strike 1. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Working for the punch out and the offering down the first baseline. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Now batting, the center fielder, Andrew Toles.
And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. Last time up he was hit by a pitch. From the stretch. And he fouls this one off. Barnes takes his lead at third with one away. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Hoskins ranging back. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His first homer so far in the series, and they double him up. It's 8-4.
On the mound, he might have let up a little bit knowing the fact he was facing the 9-hitter, but you just can't do that. Goes to show there are no weaknesses in any of these lineups.
Here's Corey Seager.
Corey.
He'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Fouled off. Three and one is the count to the Dodgers shortstop.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
At the plate, Jason Kipnis. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
The left-handed hitting Kipnis awaits the 1-0. And, wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Runners on the move for second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw might have been in time, but it's high, and it allows his man to dive in safely.
Well, he might have been in there safely regardless of the throw, but you can see he just didn't get on top of the ball enough, and it sailed on him. That usually happens when you try to rush yourself a little too much.
Ready on 1 and 2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box now, Yasiel Puig. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 0-1 pitch. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. The 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
The 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. But the Dodgers do strike for 2 coming on this 2-run home run. Through 5.5, it's the Dodgers 8 and the Phillies 4. Ross Stripling enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 68, Ross Stripling.
Leading off the inning, Rhys Hoskins. And they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
In now, Michael Franco, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
You're going to count 2-2.
Now here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guys on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Stepping in, JT Realmuto. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First delivery to him on the way, and a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Set, and the 2-1 pitch, and there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
That's a close pitch right there, but I think he's just nibbling a little bit too much. Out of the pen sometimes you just have to come in and go right after guys.
The 3-1 hit the other way out toward right field. Puig's got a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Odubel Herrera will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 37, Odubel Herrera.
Herrera. Playing here in his age 29 season, he was selected in the first round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And that's going to move that runner into scoring position now. The 1-2. It's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. One left for Philadelphia. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Game 4 is off to the 7th inning now, but before we get it started, let's check out our game summary to this point. Jose Alvarado is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 46, Jose Alvarado.
And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. First offering on its way. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball 1. And it's fouled away. Liner in there for a base hit. So it's an inning opening single to kick off their half of the 7th.
Whoa, that ball was close, whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. No chance to make a play. Let's see if he's okay out there.
Now batting, number 13.
Stepping into the box, number 13. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Missed with a breaking ball.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Sliced hard on the ground. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Set to deliver the 0-1.
Nope, that's a
And
ball.
there's one well above the zone for a ball. The big curveball just misses, apparently. Ball 2.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
Fouled away.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Here now the 2-2. Popped him up. Santana in foul ground. And he'll get over to... Oh, it kicks off his glove. How did he do that? And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
It's moments like this as a pitcher when you feel the whole world is against you. You're already in hot water with the bases loaded, so it doesn't make life any easier when you're not getting calls that you think you should.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Gloved by Castro. 1 there. And he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Now batting, Hector.
Chris Taylor will look to provide a little punch off the bench as he'll hit with runners at the corners and 1 out in the inning. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. Two and 0 count, and the pitch. Taylor swings, and a ball hit well to left. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. His first homer here in the series as they've widened this lead to 8 now. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
D-Rose, some days the fellows walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
Standing in now, Andrew Coles as he lines it out to center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, shortstop, Cody Seager.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Cody Seager. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a strike. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that 2-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
And he misses 2-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking to think about this hitter.
Now the 2-1.
That's ball
He's
3.
fallen behind now, 3-1. Jason Kipnis would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Three and two, full count. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So it's 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left. Bottom of the 7th now. Get up and stretch here in Philly. It's the Dodgers 12 and the Phillies 4. Chris Davinsky gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
47, Chris Davinsky.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. Last time up he was hit by a pitch.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Seager backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Starlin.
Here's Starlin Castro head-to-head against Chris Davinsky. 2 hits in 7 tries. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. A fastball right over the outside corner. 1 out, nobody on. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Heading out towards shallow right. There to make the play is Puig for route number 2.
The right fielder, number 4, Will Myers.
Here's Will Myers. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tough slider down low for a strike. Two out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're in trouble here. It's 12-4. Adam Warren enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Adam Warren.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. These two have not faced each other at the major league level.
Jason Kipnis.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swinging on the first pitch as he hits this one on the ground to second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
In now is Yasiel Puig. First offering on its way. Just a tick behind for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Wow, what a great show of range there. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle, but check out the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position where he's able to get enough on the throw to get him out at first.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. Strike one to start the at-bat. A 1 pitch on its way. Popped him up. Crawford shading to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Dodgers down in order, but they hold a 12-4 lead. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Tommy Pham. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Center fielder, Tommy Pham.
Here's the first pitch to him. This pitch is popped up. There to take it in is Kipnis, and there's one away.
The first baseman, number 41, Carlos.
Here's Carlos Santana now. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there. No balls and a strike.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Drilled down the line, and this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise the occasion while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. The 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0. Santana leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 7, Michael.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Michael Franco. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Has a look, now the pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
The 0-1 delivery. Missed with a slider. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch Got himself ahead in the count now.
All even now, 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Still even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Now a drive by Franco. Deep left field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 3-run shot down the line in left. His first homer so far in the series as they try to claw back. It's a 5-run deficit. Answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Now batting, catcher,
Stepping in now, JT Realmuto, as he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. It's a nice piece of hit. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Gavin Cecchini will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Runners on first with 1 down.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And he fouls this one off. Now another 0-2. Just missed with a breaking ball.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Still only 1 out in the inning. And that one got a piece of him.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Into the box, J.P. Crawford as he rips it on the ground to second. And that is through into center field, a base hit. He'll come home with it. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Up around the face. Previous meetings against Tony Cingrani. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Cecchini, the runner at third. Crawford at second with 1 away. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Will Myers, who represents the potential tying run here, waits on deck. The 3-1. Fastball too high. Ball 4.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
James Hoyt takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Will Myers will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only 1 out now. Here comes the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. The 1-2 pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. Bellinger's got it. There's one on to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We're through 8 full here in Game 4. It's the Dodgers 12 and the Phillies 8. Back in the city of brotherly love for the 9th inning of this one on MLB Network. David Robertson enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First pitch of the at-bat. Sliced hard on the ground. Franco has it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batter, number 13.
Now at the plate, number 13. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. Robertson, a right-hander standing just under 6 foot at 5'11". He was a 17th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
Missed with a breaking ball. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. That'll bring in Austin Barnes. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. 0-1 pitch on its way. Liner towards second, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So worst case scenario, a 2-out base hit, and the pitcher will not lead off next inning. Eric Gonzalez will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. Barnes, the runner at first with 2 gone. That's by him for strike 1.
Got a ball, 1 strike.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1 left for LA. They're still up 12-8. Alex Claudio, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Alex Claudio.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Tommy Pham. He'll be the first to bat here in the inning with his guys in need of some 9th inning magic if they're going to force a Game 5. Here's the first pitch, and that one just missed outside. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. The 1-1 pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Count still at 1-2. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
The first baseman, number 41, Carlos.
So now Carlos Santana. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Now the 2-0. There's a strike.
That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now. The 3-1 pitch. And this one misses to Santana, and he'll take that free pass down to first.
Now batting, left fielder, Reese.
Digging in, Rhys Hoskins. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of walks in this one. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. The win would belong to Felix Hernandez if the lead holds up. The 0-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. The 1-1 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out.
Third baseman, number 7, Michael.
In now, Michael Franco. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. And that one right down Main Street.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
A runner on first with 2 away. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Santana rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate as they close the gap to 3 now.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
Kenley Jansen takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save.
Kenley Jansen.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, JT Realmuto. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. Here's the first pitch. Just caught the inside corner with a sinker. And it's 1-1.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Franco stands at second with 2 gone. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Now the 2-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Philly down to their last strike. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And the Dodgers are going to advance. They're through to the National League Championship Series.
To them is to enjoy this moment, celebrate with teammates, and then realize that none of it will matter if they don't get back to work in the NLCS. They've wet their beaks with this postseason success. Now they want some more.
Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Yeah, he certainly was a big part of this victory. Picked up 4 RBIs in the game, so it's safe to say that he came through when they needed him to.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our hard-working crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the National League Division Series.
The winning pitcher.